planting strawberries today. I got 225 strawberries from Johnny's Seed Company, and I have 3 different varieties, an early, a mid, and a late season, so hopefully we'll have lots and lots of strawberries. I'm planting them right now in my food forest. The soil here is so much better than it was when we first moved here. When we first moved here, it was mostly red sand. I think the granite, it was just decomposed granite. But now it is very pretty brown, and I've seen lots and lots of earthworms today. This is a strawberry crown. This is the first time I've ever planted strawberries, so hopefully it goes well. I'm pulling back all the mulch until I get to the dirt, and then just tucking the strawberry into the dirt and then burying it up to about the same place it was buried before. So I bury it to about there. And then I tuck mulch around it and hope they do well. My project for today, on Mother's Day, is I am planting flowers around the outside edge of my garden. So this 1 foot area here, next to the chicken fence, is meant for flowers and herbs of various types, so that the chickens can eat them, we can use them, the pollinators should love them. So I'm doing a big line of Mexican sunflowers on this side. On the other side I did a couple other kinds of sunflowers. Closest to the chickens, figure maybe that'll help them not to hop over. And then I have a bunch of other herbs and flowers that I'm just going to seed in this area and hope that something comes up. And then I'm going to use the flowers that are in my milk jug greenhouses along the edge to fill in areas where there's nothing else coming up. So hopefully everything will come up in the next couple weeks and I can kind of see what's going on. This is the first year for this garden bed in this place, and I found a worm. I'm really excited. I'll drop it in the plant. Alright, so I am planting tomatoes out. This is kind of a gamble for me because up here in the mountains, we're at 8,000 feet. We still have about 3 weeks until the last frost. Expected last frost anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tomatoes out here under 2 layers of plastic, this greenhouse plastic, and a milk jug, and I'm just going to hope they do well. I'm only putting out 7 right now, because that's how many milk jugs I have, and the rest will go out after the last frost date, and I can see if it makes that much of a difference. I dug down to the dirt. I can't actually get down into the dirt right now. I might be able to with a shovel, but right now all I can find is my hand hoe. So at the bottom I'm putting some mycorrhizal fungi to help with root development, and some kelp meal for nutrition, and possibly micronutrients. And then I just gently tip out my tomato with my worm friend on it. Put it very gently in here, and then I just pack the mulch around it and hope that it grows down instead of out. This mulch in here is nice and damp though. That's a good sign. Some of you may be wondering if I'm overreacting talking about sheltering my vegetables because I live so high in the mountains. Well, today is May 21st. We are a week and a half before our last frost date, and last night we got 14 inches of snow. I can't see anything in there. I'm guessing my tomatoes are completely dead, but we'll find out later. I'm not opening it up now. Alright, so right here next to the bunny house I have garlic in the ground. There's one shoot sticking up out of the snow here. I think the garlic is probably going to be fine because you plant garlic in the fall and it's used to getting some cold weather. This is the hoop tunnel that holds the tomatoes that I planted ridiculously early. Recklessly early, one might even say. And I put 5-gallon buckets filled with water in there. Water is a really good thermal mass, so it holds on to a lot of heat. And we will see if that's enough. I'm guessing that they probably did not make it, just because it's been so cold for so long. But when it warms up again, I'll go in there and I'll see. All right, so this is my apricot tree. It is 7 years old. A couple days ago it was looking very, very pretty, covered in green leaves all over. It's still actually looking pretty good despite the below freezing temperatures. There's no browning or wilting on the leaves, so they might survive. I heard recently that trees can do 2 leaf outs per year. Like if they start leafing out and it gets really cold and the leaves die, they can do 1 more. So I'm not too worried about this one, but my cherry tree back there started to leaf out in transit, lost a lot of its leaves, and then regrew them. So if those leaves die, although it is looking pretty good right now, it might not be able to put on leaves this year, and that would be bad. As bad as all this snow could be for my garden, I am so happy that we are getting moisture, even if it is frozen. This is a really, really heavy, wet spring snow. So I think that we probably got an equivalent of about 2 inches of rain, which will just soak into the ground, and it'll be amazing, especially for all the seeds that I planted out here recently. So the 7 baby bunnies that I found a while ago, they've started dying. I've lost 3 of them in the last week, so I've only got 4 left. I don't know why. They don't seem to be injured, they're just dying a couple days apart. That's one of the sad realities of homesteading, just like finding baby bunnies is one of the happy realities of homesteading. Brazen, isn't he?